everyone, welcome back to Pennies and Pencils. This is Roxanne. I am doing our week 1 of July cash stuffing this morning. It's morning for me, like I say. I'm not sure when I'll get this video out, but hopefully not too far into the day today. It's the 13th. This is when our biggest amount of income comes in, so we work from the 13th onwards. I've already been to the cash point this morning. It's been a very early start for me. That's not all of the money. So I thought we'll get the cash stuffing done. We've got a busy day. We've got to go up to the city today to do some shopping and other bits and pieces. So we're going to stuff all the binders and we're going to hopefully have a much better working budget this month. And I don't know that I've got definitely all the right denominations. I had to go and get the cash out of the bank at 6 o'clock this morning, and the cash point decided it wanted to give me all of the money in mostly £20 notes. So then I went off to the shop to get a few bits for the kids' breakfast, and have been trying to get change. And some of these notes are really crumpled. So I kind of do get now why people are like, let's try and spend the grubby notes and keep the nice ones. But, right, are they all the right way? I think they are. They all look alright. No, that was the wrong thing. We'll work that one out in a minute. Right, let's count the money and see where we're at. We've got 20, 40, 60, 70, no. Told you, it's been a long day already. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Right, so we're going to get this stuffed now. I'm going to start in our weekly binder. So I've had a bit of a change up with the budget because it really didn't work for us last month, and I've moved some things around to try and make things work better. So we're going to do a little bit more spending on our cards, which also is going to help with building up the cash back because I want to use that for the Christmas food shop. But also, I'm going to go and do a big £350 food shop because, sorry, you'll be able to hear the kids. The way our family works with the restrictions around eating, and then also, whilst it's been really hot, we've not really wanted to eat the foods that I've planned. So I thought, you know what, it's probably better to just go and do a big food shop, buy in bulk our meat, potatoes, all the foods that the children eat, so that we've got all of those foods there. Then I can stuff a slightly lower amount weekly, which is just to make up the meals that we're going to eat, top up on snacks and fresh fruit and veg, things like that. So I'm hoping that's going to work. We're going to see how that goes this month, and then I'll let you know. I've also made a plan, which you'll see in a little while, for saving for that extra bit on the end of the month before we get back to the 13th again, so that we don't run into that situation where I'm trying to make money stretch for like 10-12 days. So yeah, let's see how it goes, shall we? Right, so our food shop, this binder is so stiff still. Our food shop is going to get £100. 20, 40, 60. No, it's not. It's going to get £95 because I've just been to the shop. 80. Sorry guys, it's going to be all a bit jiggledy-piggledy, as you can tell. Right, so that's going to get 95. Because I've had to go and pick up some bits for breakfast because that's how brassic it got. Although I am quite proud of us, we did quite well. I literally used up with the very last bits of chicken that I had last night. We had Cajun chicken and chips for tea. So yeah, right, fuel is getting 40 because I have already put a tenner in the car. We're going to go up to the city, so I thought there was no point putting loads in the car because the fuel is cheaper in the city. Zeus and Darcy are going to get their normal 110. We're going to go and get their big bag of food, and I do that in cash because I can't get cash back. So I thought, well, may as well just do it in cash. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. And it looks like I've skipped some, but that's just because of the way I wrote out my cheat sheet for this morning. I really do love these wallets. Right, household is getting 5. Again, these household and toiletry is getting slightly less because they're included in my bulk shop. So we're going to go to B&M or Home Bargains, and I'll get the big pack of dishwasher tablets, the big pack of washing tablets. We'll get, you know, the toilet roll and bits and pieces like that. So these are getting slightly less this week. And did I put 2 in there? So that I can go do that bulkier shop. Right, children need their spending monies. I think this is where it's going to cause me a problem with the denominations I've got here, but we will see. Right, so Imogen has 10. Imogen also had to have a visit from the tooth fairy, hence why I was at the cash point at 6 o'clock this morning. So that is something that I've had to work in as well and think, oh, maybe going forward we need to pop some money away, because as much as Imogen's only got 1 tooth left to lose, Eli's still got quite a few, and Elliot's got all of his to lose. So yes, so they've got £10 each. Nothing going in the home ed because a lot of those are now being paid through the bank because everybody wants a bank transfer. Nobody wants cash. Right, what should we do for these? Because like I said, I don't do a lot of self-care and I don't want this to take ages to fill up. I'm not giving myself a huge amount each month. So should we go with 5 each? And then that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's all right, isn't it? That's 50. That's just over 2 months. So, should we colour these in? Or should we colour them in a nicer colour? I'll have to rub that one out in a bit when I've got some different... I don't know what colour I want, and I don't know if these ones are going to stay on. I love these pens, but I think they rub off quite easily. So I'm getting £10 this... Oh, what am I doing? See what I mean about rubbing off easily? So I'm getting £10. I also took out Steve's £10. So what I might do is just put both of our £10 in my wallet, not do Steve's and his separately, and then if he wants his digitally, because he might want his digitally, sorry I did that all off camera, if he wants his digitally, then I'll send his to him and then I'll mark off the 20 and not stuff mine next week. Miscellaneous, just got this random little bit of change that from what I spent at the shop this morning. So because, as I said, this pocket here is a bit stiff at the moment, and I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to retrieve coins. Might be all right. Let's do that. Let's put that in there, and then miscellaneous should be getting £10 as our buffer. So things like random tooth fairy, hello mister. You've got wobbly tooth, haven't you? So our buffer is going to be like, we've got to take Eli's bike back in. He had slime in his tyre, but he's gone over something really big. I
think it's just the same bunch reopening.
It's burst again basically, but the actual slime came out of the tyre, so we need to go and get his tyre sorted. And I don't have a category for bikes. Maybe that's another category that I need to think about. Who knows?
So like 100.
I'm definitely not going to have the right denominations for this. This is going to be really annoying. Really, really annoying. Anyway, right, so that's that binder done.
Which one do you need next?
Which one should we have? Our sensible binder. Yep, that's the right one. Eli's well in on this. Do you want to come here and do some stuffing? No?
I'm just listening.
Okay, you're just listening. So, clothes gets £20 at the start of the month. £20. And what does Elliot need today?
Clothes.
He needs big boy pants because we're gonna attack the potty training. Hair, and Eli needs his haircut booked again, don't you, mate?
Yes.
So £20 in there for Eli's hair. Health should be getting £10. But I do not have all the right denominations, so I think I will stuff that later, because I want to make sure that I've got the right denominations for other things. So £10 in car, £10 in emergency. Obviously I do need to rub some of these off as well because we are starting our emergency fund back from the start again, which is slightly annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Now the long month, this is where, so from our food budget, I have taken the £350, left it in the bank for the bulk shop, £100 a week for our normal shop, and then £20 a week is going to go in, and that's going to be to cover food and fuel for those pesky extra days before after our 4th week. So that will keep getting stuffed for the time being. Right, so I will at some point remember, she hopes, to stuff health. If I forget this week, I will do it next week. Let's go into... So my birthday's not getting stuffed because Steve has got that all digitally. This one is our lovely Christmas binder. No, it's not. This is our memories binder. So days out is getting 20. This would have been getting 25. However, we are going to React next year. You might have remembered in one of my earlier videos that React for this year got cancelled. So I thought, you know what, I can take £5 out a month of our family fund and start stuffing for React for next year, because I want to get the tickets and then we'll need spending money and things. And then I'm not stuffing Italy because that money is going to go into our challenge binder so we can have a little bit of fun with our savings for Italy. And again, that should be getting 25. However, I don't have the right denomination, so I'm going to put 20 in there, and then later on when I've been to the city and got some more change, I'll just change these little bits and add the £5 in where I need to. Christmas gets 40. We're going to pop that in there, and when I've got some dice, we'll come back and have some fun with allocating for Christmas as well. And then, what have I not stuffed? All of that got stuffed. All of that got stuffed. 2040. I know what it is. So there's £80 left. So £50 I would normally put into occasions for things like Pancake Day and things, and which actually reminds me, Jenna over at Life with Jenna reminded me Pancake Day is normally in February. So let's move Pancake Day to February, shall we? I should know this really. It's always around Eli's birthday. So what happened to my brain there, I don't know. Bit of a confuffle. But yeah, so occasions would normally go in this binder. However, I have my brother's birthday next week. Now, I'm not buying him anything, but he's coming here. He wants to have a big family barbecue. So I've decided, because we don't have any occasions to stuff for until Halloween, that rather than trying to spread my food budget a little bit further, I'm going to use the occasions money, the £50, to pay for the barbecue. So that'll be, you know, all the food. And I've told everybody else they need to be paying for their own alcohol. I'm not buying alcohol because I'm not drinking any alcohol. I have been told that I have gallstones, and alcohol is one of those things that aggravates it. So I'm not drinking. So £50 of this will be for the occasions. So I'm going to pop this into this one because obviously we're going to go and do the food shop and probably pick all those bits up over the coming day. And then, is there any way I can change this up? What I could do is put Emmy and Eli's 20 just in there, and they can split that up when we get into the city, which would make my life just a little bit easier. So 50 then can go in food, and that's for the barbecue. And then I can do my £10 into health. And then everything else was supposed to be for like challenges, days out, and all that, wasn't it? Because I've done everything else. Sorry, just having a mental think here. Got my miss. Did you see how I had to stop talking about the tooth fairy? These kids, they're sneaky. And health won't be getting a lot, just because, to be honest, at the moment we get free prescriptions and all of those bits and pieces. So this is more like for Calpol and paracetamol and bits and pieces. And if we're not using it, then when it eventually comes to somebody needing an eye test, we can pay for the eye test. Right, all of that got money, so nothing needed to go extra in there. So this extra £20, I'm going to pop it in. Riat needs 5. I still feel like I've done something wrong here, guys, because I kind of feel like I don't think I should have this much left. Curious. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my challenge binder and I'll work it out later, basically. And if it still ends up in the challenge binder, then woohoo, we've got a bit more to play with. But we can't play games yet because A, I need dice, and B, Eli wants to come play Trolls. So I thought, you know what, we'll do it at the end of the month. We'll have a Christmas game day. We will have a fun making memories travel family memory binder game day, and that will be that. We will put it all in there, we'll have some fun, see if everything's working for us. I'm hoping that we will start ending up with a bit of spare money each month and we can add more in, because ultimately I have quite a big savings goal for Italy. I don't want to say how much that is at the moment because I think it will make it feel even more unrealistic and pressure and all of that. Plus, obviously, we had to work in the fact that we've got 3 passports to buy, kennels to sort out, and the airport car parking. So I don't know. I might have to lower the actual spending money a bit to account for the other things. But either way, that's great. We have stuffed for the first week of July. I'm happy with how I've laid the budget out. I'm hoping it's going to be absolutely brilliant and it's going to work, and we're not going to come to the end of the month and think, oh goodness, how are we going to afford that? We have got £360 left in the bank, but there are some things that I know we specifically need to buy. We need a new cartridge for the pool filter. We need to buy a massive container of chlorine, and then we need to get some new flooring for the living room. Our older dog she's getting a bit to that point where, like, sometimes if she manages to have a drink overnight, she will then wee, and she weed on our carpet the other day, and I've been on my hands and knees with the carpet cleaner thing and I cannot get that smell up. So as much as it's, you know, kind of less than it was, I can still smell it and it's horrible. So we were going to change the carpet for vinyl flooring anyway. So I think because my brother's coming up this weekend, my other brother, he's also coming and he's a flooring fitter. So if I go and get the flooring, he'll fit it for me. And this weekend seems like a really good time to do that, seeing as he's already here. So yeah, I will give that a go. And yes, the next time I speak to you guys will be, when will it be? Probably some point over the weekend when I've managed to get rid of all the people and reclaimed my house, although that might be a job for next Monday. But yeah, for next week's cash stuffing, I will do that on the weekend and then put the video out. But we're going to go and do some shopping. We're going to go buy big boy pants. How exciting. And yeah, it's been lovely chatting with you guys today. I hope you're all going to have a good week. I hope you've all got some respite from the sun. It's not looking quite as bright out there today. And when I walked to the bank this morning, or to the cash point this morning, it was 14 degrees. It's the coldest I've been in ages. I was almost regretting wearing a dress. But anyway, I diverge. So yeah, we're going to go and do our shopping. You guys have an absolutely amazing week. And I will speak to you all again soon. Bye guys.